Mitram and Bandhuvam, welcome to South Asia Maps Education Channel. This is your presenter Dr. J. Reddy. We are continuing our fascinating series on RayalaSeema region of Andhra Pradesh in Deccan. This is part 5. I have identified 23 geographic regions of Andhra Pradesh initially, that is the physiographic regions. After completion of this presentation, you will get a very great clarity and you will know a lot about this region, that is the vestige of fascinating Vijayanagara Empire, the RayalaSeema region are seeded districts. These are the 23 physiographic regions and geographic regions. And I will read these regions and we will go over these regions through various maps. The uniqueness of this presentation is going to be, you will get a three-dimensional view of the landscape that will give you a greater understanding how this landscape has shaped the history, society, culture, economy of this region. And this is our RayalaSeema region, and we are at this part number 5. That is the 23 geographic regions or physiographic regions. And in the next continuing series, we will see these 23 physiographic regions. You see these 23 physiographic regions. This is the series number. So, because we started already 5, this is 6 and so on. RayalaSeema is the land of the great emperors of Sangamas, Saluvas, Thuluvas, Aravidus, Vijayanagara emperors, the land of Rajarshi Krishna Devaraya, and the land that holds the sacred places Tirupati, Tirumala, Sri Shaila, Ahobilam, Kalahasti, and the land of Annamacharya Yogi Vemana. And these are the first we'll see, and these are just broad demarcations. Nalamala Hills, Velikonda Ranges, and Lankamala Hills. And this is the Nalamala Hills. As a landmark, or you can remember, this is the Madras city, Channapatna, this is the Pulicat Lake, this is the Krishna river on the north, this is the Tungabhadra river. RayalaSeema is essentially between the Tungabhadra river and Pala river. That's the border to Chittoor district, you can see. So one is the Nalamala Ranges, second is the Palakonda Ranges, 3 is the Lankamala Ranges, this is the north of Penna river. You have to know the geographical boundaries. This is the Nagari, this is Tungabhadra, this is Pinakini or Penna river. The third part is Lankamala Hills. Then south of west of the important range, this is the Palakonda Range number 6. Sometimes people call it Seshachalam also, but here I use the term 6 Palakonda Range. 5 is Seshachalam and 4 is Muchukota. Muchukota, Seshachalam, Palakonda. So these are the regions. And this is the Erramala Hills. Erramala means red, Nalamala means the black. Part 12 is the Erramala Hills. This is the one is Nalamala. West, including Erramala, this region is broadly called the upland, the RayalaSeema upland. That is 2 parts. The Penna plain, the RayalaSeema Penna plain is the western part, this is the Penna plain. South of Penna river, this is the RayalaSeema Plateau region. Much more upland. Penna plain is mostly eroded, little bit low. This is the Plateau region because it adjoins the Kolar Plateau, Bengaluru Plateau. So the Rayalaseema upland, we have Penna plain here and we have Plateau here. Of course, this is the Erramala number 2. Then we have the Nagari Hills, isolated hills south of Velikonda, and Nagari Hills and Nagalapuram Hills west of the Pulicat region, Pulicat Lake region. That is the Nagari Nagalapuram Hills 13. Southern part is the adjoining the Palar Valley is the Chittoor Hills is broadly Rayalaseema upland region. Chittoor Hills drained by Pony River and Kaundinya River, Malatta River and Palar River, that region. Then we have Nagari River, Arani River, Kortalayar River basin adjoining to the Pulicat. Some of these rivers basins will share the territory in Tamil Nadu also, formerly the Madras Presidency region. So this is the Nellore region. 17 Nellore Poyangot region means the lowland region. The next we have the Seshachalam Plateau. We have Seshachalam Plateau, that is north of Krishna River, Seshachalam. There is other river comes from the Telangana Plateau region called Dindi. North of Dindi is the Nagarjuna Sagar Plateau. I have not shown. Essentially, the Seshachalam Nagarjuna Sagar Plateau is separated by a Dindi river that joins Krishna. So south of Krishna River is the Palnadu basin, that is essentially the western part of Guntur region. Then we have the Tungabhadra basin adjoining the Kurnool city, Kurnool region. Tungabhadra basin and Handri river basin, that is Tungabhadra, Handri river basin. Then north of Tungabhadra river is Antarvedi, the Doab region, between the two interflows called Raichur Doab region, named after important town there, Raichur Doab. Then this is the Hagari river that joins Tungabhadra near Sirigupa. So Hagari basin. Lastly, I have put it 23. I might have put it earlier, but it's okay. Between number 1, that is the Nalamala, and number 3, Velikonda, that is Sagileru river basin. And you can see here and these regions, and before that you should be broadly aware of the Rayalaseema districts we'll be talking about. This is the Vadayar territory, former Mysore state, and this is 1946 map. So this is the Ballari district, this is the Tungabhadra river, north is the Raichur, this is the Asafia, Nizamia, Hyderabad princely state, and this is the Kurnool district, the princely state of Banganpalli, princely state of Sandur, Anantapur and Kadapa district. This is the Chittoor district, Pulicat Lake and Chennapatnam, Madras, Nellore and Guntur district here, this broadly. And if you are new to my site, and I have posted more than 400 or so immaculately made presentations and varied diverse topics, you can go and look them at our education channel, that is South Asia Maps JRD. We have 407 videos as of July 2023. So this is, I will enlarge this, go over this little bit. We'll look at the different maps so that this will be made much more broader. To each map will give you a different perspective. This is the Rayalaseema region, always orient with certain landmarks. Chennai, that is the Madras, and Pulicat region. This is the Palar river. So this is the Poyangot, means low-lying regions. The blue one I put specifically the color so that you know this is the Nalamala region. East is the Velikonda Ranges, Nalamala Ranges. There is a break between Nalamala. Southern part is called Lankamala region, that is the north of Penna river. You see the Penna river here. That borders the southern part of Penna river, northern part is Lankamala. If you take Nalamala, western part is Nandyal Valley, also called Kundu Valley, because there is a river called Kundu that is a tributary of Penna river. So this is the Nandyal Valley, Kundu Valley. East of Nalamala is Sagileru Valley. The river is not shown here. That is Sagileru that joins the Penna river. So you can see the high RayalaSeema upland. You can see the upland here. The RayalaSeema upland has two broader regions. Penna plain, much more subdued. Height is not that high. If you say this is around about 60 meters or so, Nandyal may be around about 150 meters. This will be around about 400 meters or so. Thus, RayalaSeema Penna plain means almost plain, Penna plain region. That is the north of Penna river. That is the Agdan landmark. Southern portion is much more, the upland region is mountainous or the variations. So that is the plateau region or RayalaSeema plateau. RayalaSeema Penna plain is RayalaSeema upland. This is the Raichurdo. This is the Krishna river. I have not shown here. Hagari river that joins pretty parallel to Penna river, joins at Sirigupa the Tungabhadra river. You can see the Kolar plateau here and Bangalore plateau here. You can see the Bangalore city here. Nagari Hills is this, you can see, and Kolar plateau, Bangalore plateau, and you can see the Pala river and Ponier river region. And this is the the mountain south of Velikonda, that is the Nagari Hills and Nagalapuram Hills. We have Arane river, Kottalayar river, and all those. This is the easternmost part of RayalaSeema plateau is the Chittoor hilly region here. The lowland is the Payangad, and north of Nalamalas you can see the Seshachalam plateau, the Dindi river. This is Nagarjuna Sagar plateau, close the dam here. So this is the Gunlakamma river here, that is historically considered to be the northernmost part of RayalaSeema. We can go and look it, and I will show you the different map here. I have put this map especially so that you will have all the names here, and I will show that. I will also take you to the 3D view of that map that will not have names, so that I don't want the audience get lost here. So Nalamala Hills, this is the Nalamala Hills. You can see this is the Velikonda Hills number 2. This is the Penna river. This is the Tungabhadra. This is the Handri river. This is the Hagari river, also called Vedavati. This is of course the Krishna river. This is the Almaty Dam, Narayanpur Dam. Other landmark is this is the Seshachalam reservoir. Here missing is the Nagarjuna Sagar reservoir. So this means this is the Seshachalam plateau. Here the Nagarjuna Sagar plateau will be here, dissected by the Dindi river that joins Krishna. So the northern portion of RayalaSeema, this is called Gunlakamma river that joins the Sindh Ganga Sagar ocean. This is around about 10-15 kilometers north of Ongole, Gunlakamma river here. So Velikondas, Nalamalas, this is the Sagileru basin. Then here south of Penna you can see this is the Palakonda Ranges. Palakonda. Sometimes Palakondas are also called Seshachalam. Sacred Hills of Tirupati resides on the western part of it. Here I have stuck to the name Palakonda for standard. Then we have the here Papagni river here that bifurcates. East is the Palakonda, west is the Seshachalam. That is the Seshachalam Hills. And this is there is a river called Chitravarti. North of that it is called Muchukota Hills. So Muchukota, Seshachalam Hills, Palakondas. And this is the Rajampeta basin. This is the Palakondas on one side and the Velikondas on other side. So this is of course the RayalaSeema upland region. You can see this is the Nandyal Valley or Kundu Valley. Across the Penna river is called Kadapa basin, based upon the prominent town here, Kadapa. Kadapa basin, Kundu Valley or Nandyal Valley. Surrounding it you can see RayalaSeema uplands. That is the two parts again. RayalaSeema uplands, this is the Penna plain. You can see much subdued. That is the north of Pinakini river, Penna river, much subdued. That is the RayalaSeema Penna plains, means almost plains. Southern part south of this Hagari and Pinakini is the RayalaSeema Plateau region, the Plateau. And there are subdivisions, and when we talk about it, you will know more about it. Here, this is just a broader perspective. Next to the Nandyal Valley is, of course, the Erramala Ranges. Here, this is the Erramalas. This is the Chittoor Hills on the easternmost side of the plateau. And we have the Nagari Hills here and Nagalapuram Hills here. And there is the river called the Chittoor Hills and Nagari and Arni rivers. Arni is a town bordered to Chittoor, pretty close to Pulicat Lake. Arni river and Kottalaya river. And Seshachalam Plateau, we looked, Nellore region, this is the Payangat. Nellore town will be here, this is the Penna river or Pinakini, this is the Pala river. So, this is the Lankamala river, we have seen the Palnadu basin here, and Tungabhadra basin, and Handri river basin here, 20. And this is the Raichur Doab, Raichur interflow, this is the Hagari basin, this is the Sagileru basin. And the same thing, we can go and look it in a different perspective. Here what we will do is, and I will actually take you and show you, because here the names will not be there, but we have seen the names earlier, that will be more helpful. We can see here the fascinating, this is, you should always remember certain landmarks. So this is the Almaty Dam and Krishna, this is the Narayanpur Dam, this is the Seshachalam Dam, this is the Nagarjuna Sagar Dam, this is the Gundlakama, this is the Pulicat, of course this is the Madras Patnam, this is the Pala. So you have it to clarity. This is the Somasila, where the Penna river is dammed, so the Somasila. That means this is the Nalamala, and east is the Sagileru basin, further east is the Velikonda mountain ranges. This is the Kambam, historic Kambam Cheruvu that was built during the Vijayanagara Emperor's time. This is the Nandyal Valley or Kundu Valley. So, this is the Payangat region, lowland region, that is the Nellore region. Here is the Palnadu basin here. And this is the Gundlakama, this is of course the low-lying, the Krishna Delta across the Krishna river here, and this is the Krishna district, Guntur district. Okay, this is the Hospeta Dam and Tungabhadra river. This is the, you can see this region is the Hagari river. So this is the Peneplain, RayalaSeema Peneplain, this is the RayalaSeema Plateau, this is the Erramala region, this is the Kolar Plateau, this is the Bangalore Plateau, this is the Karnataka Plateau or Maidan. We will go and look these little more in detail. So again, this is the Seshachalam Dam, Seshachalam Plateau, Nagarjuna Sagar, this is the Nagarjuna Sagar Plateau, Seshachalam Plateau, Seshachalam Dam. You can see here Kundu River Basin or Nandyal Valley. Of course, this is the Nalamalas, this is the Velikondas, this is the Sagileru, this is the Somasila across Penna. That means this is the Nellore town here. This is the Gudur Junction. And of course, this is the Rajampeta Valley between here the Velikonda Ranges, west to Palakonda Ranges. Historic the pilgrimage center of Tirupati sits on the this Palakonda Ranges. This is the Renigunta Pass where Chennai, that is Madras, Hyderabad, Bombay railway line was built 1871. Okay, this is the Palakonda Ranges. This is the Cheyeru, this is the Papakni river until Palakonda, Papakni. Then this is the Seshachalam, this is the Parnapalli reservoir, that means this is Seshachalam. Vempalli will be here, Parnapalli. This is the Seshachalam mountains. Pulvendala town is here. This is the Parnapalli, that means this is the Chitravati river that joins. This is the near the Kondapuram. This is the Mailavaram Dam. This is the Gandikota, Mailavaram Dam, this is the Gandikota Dam, this is of course Jamalamadugu, this is the Produttu. And that is these are the further Muchukota, there is a small village called Muchukota, this is the Muchukota Hills, and this is the Penna river. Of course you can see the Penna river here, and there's the Penna river here, And this is the Gundakal junction. Again, you see the Dronachalam will be here. This is the Gundakal junction. That means this is the Kadapa town, Gundakal junction. This is of course Bellary junction. Southern, this is the railway, the Rayadurgam town here. This is of course the Hospeta. So you can see this is the river, the Tungabhadra river you can see, and Handri river. This is the Handri river and Tungabhadra river basin. Tungabhadra river, Handri is the Kurnool town here, and this is the Veldurthi, this is the Dronachalam, and this is of course the Gundakal railway junction. This is the Bellary. This is the Penna plain region. This is the Erramala Ranges. That means this is the Nandala, this is the Panyam, Betamchella will be somewhere here, and this is the Dronachalam overlooking the Erramala Ranges. And Dronachalam, then you have the Penna plain. This is the Dharmavaram junction. That means this is the Madanapalli. This is the Madanapalli Hills, the Plateau region, Kurubalkota and Madanapalli region. This is of course the Bangalore city. These are the Nandi Hills. You can see this is the Kolar Plateau. This is the Pala River, Chennai. This is the Pulicat Lake region. The Ennur Creek will be there. This is the Nagari Hills. This is the Nagalapuram Hills, Arakonam junction. This is the historic cities of Katpadi and Velluru, Rayavelluru, the last capitals of the Vijayanagara Empire. We can see the same things in the different perspective, always the landmarks. This is the Penna river. This is the Somasila dam. This is the Pulicat region. This is the Nagari Hills, Nagalapuram Hills. This is the Palakondas, you can see. This is the Cheyeri river. This is the Velikondas, the Rajampeta basin. This is the Penna river, right? So that means this is the Kadapa basin. North of Penna river, you can see the Nandyal region, that is the Kundu river basin. Of course, these are the Erramalas. And you can see the Nandyal is around about 200 meters. So this is the upland region, Erramalas. This is the Nalamala. This is the Sagileru river basin. This is the Velikonda. So this is subdued. This is not that high. So somewhere here you may see 300-400 meters, say 444 meters. So this RayalaSeema upland, that is the Penna plain region here. That is south of Tungabhadra river, north of Penna river. This is the Penna river will be here. And the southern part is much upland, so it's called Plateau region, RayalaSeema Plateau. So RayalaSeema Plateau, RayalaSeema Penna plain, both together RayalaSeema upland. This is landmark. This is the Sandur princely state. These are called Sandur Hills. Next to the Sandur Hills, you will see the Hospeta dam. This is the Hospeta dam. And Hampi will be somewhere here. Bellary city will be somewhere here. You can see the Hagari river here. This is the Chikka Hagari, Giants Hagari. This is the Kanekal Rayadurgam regions and go on. This is the Sirigupa, the river giants, Tungabhadra at Sirigupa. You can see the Sirigupa region here. And in the northern part, we have seen this the Ganga Sagar, and this is the, you can see this is the Gundakama river. So northern part of this, southern part is Sagileru. This is the Gundakama, Seshachalam Plateau, Krishna river basin. You can see Polar river. You can see the fascinating Polar river. This is the Yelagiri mountains. This is the Yelagiri mountains here, and Javadis, Yelagiris and Javadis, the Polar river, and this is the Kolar Plateau and Bangalore Plateau, Chittoor Hills. So that is about our fascinating, and we don't want to go over again essentially the same thing. And yeah, and that's why in the initial part we discussed about the RayalaSeema 23 physiographic regions, and in the next series we will take each of these physiographic regions in more details. So if you spend the time and listen to this, you will get a very deeper understanding of the region, a fascinating history and heritage, the land that contains the sacred shrine of Tirumala Balaji Lord Venkateshwara. Hope this will put you in the proper context, Mitra and Bandhu, and see you later in other presentations. And if you like these presentations, please subscribe and add your comments and suggestions. See you later in other presentation.